Hello, this is Megha Pandre, and today we will be doing a new chapter from your supplementary book, The Selfish Giant, lesson number 3. Okay, now we will continue with the chapter. Now, this is your book called Supplementary Reader in English for Class 8th. So, this is the book from where we will be doing a new chapter, The Selfish Giant story. Now, the Selfish Giant story was written by Oscar Wilde, who wrote a simple and interesting story of divine intervention in nature. Coexistence and spreading love is the message of the story. The young boy was a messenger of God. He made the cruel giant repentant. Repentant means regret, because he was not allowing his creation to blossom when he broke the wall. Happiness and beauty surrounded him in terms of children and spring season. Now, we will talk about who was Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde, date of birth 1854, and he died on 1900. An Irish-born English poet, novelist, and playwright. A Selfish Giant is a fairy tale about a giant who comes home after a 7-year visit with an ogre to find children playing in his garden. He puts up a wall and posts a sign that says, "Trespassers will be prosecuted." Trespassers means a person entering someone's land or property without permission. Now we will begin with the story. Every afternoon, as they were coming from school, the children used to go and play in the giant's garden. Now here our story begins. In the opening line suggests that the children were fond of playing in the giant's garden. It was a large, lovely garden with soft green grass. Here and there, over the grass, stood beautiful flowers like stars. And there were 12 peach trees that in the spring time broke out into delicate blossom of pink and pearl, and in the autumn bore rich fruit. Now here, it was a lovely garden with soft grass and beautiful flowers. It had 12 peach trees that flourish with pink and pearl flowers in spring season and turns into rich fruits in the autumn season. The birds sat on the trees and sang so sweetly that the children used to stop their games in order to listen to them. "How happy we are here," they said. They cried to each other. Now here, children listened to the song of various birds and thus lived in the joy. One day, the giant came back. He had been to visit his friend, the Cornish ogre, and had stayed with him for 7 years. When he arrived, he saw the children playing in the garden. "What are you doing here?" he cried in a very gruff voice, and the children ran away. Their enjoyment had ended. Now here the explanation part. Now what happened? Their enjoyment had ended with the arrival of the giant, who was away for last 7 years to a friend's house. He was frustrated when he saw children playing in his garden. He started shouting and he started shouting, and the children were so scared that they ran away. "My garden is my own garden," said the giant. Anyone can understand that, and I will allow nobody to play in it but myself. So he built a high wall all around it and put up a notice board. So this was the notice board. He started shouting and built a high wall around it. So this is the high wall. It put up a notice that trespassers trespassing from this property is prohibited, that you cannot cross this wall or you can't come inside. He was a very selfish giant. The poor children had now nowhere to play. They tried to play on the road, but the roads was very dusty and full of hard stones, and they did not like it. They used to wander around the high walls when their lessons were over and talk about the beautiful garden inside. How happy we were there, they said to each other. Now, the decision took a toll on children as they did not have a place to play. Because if they play on the road, there was a lot of dust and stones. They were very sad and depressed. From the picture itself, you can easily make out how sad these children were. Then the spring came, and all over the country there were little blossoms and the little bird. Only in one, only in the garden of the selfish giant, it was still winter. The birds did not care to sing in it as there were no children, and the trees forgot to blossom. Once a beautiful flower put its head out from the grass, but when it saw the notice board, it was so sorry for the children that it slipped back into the ground again and went off to sleep. The only people who were pleased were the snow and the frost. Now, in this paragraph, as the time passed, spring season came and flowers blossomed everywhere and the little birds were chirping all around. But it did not arrive in Giant's garden. There were barren winter only. Here you can see. Spring has forgotten this garden, they cried. So we will live here all the year round. The snow covered up the grass with her great white cloak, and the frost painted all the trees silver. Then they invited the north wind to stay with them, and he came. He was wrapped in furs, and he roared all day about the garden and blew the chimney pot down. Now the explanation part, that here what happened, trees and flowers were not blossoming, no birds were chirping. However, the snow and the frost were happy. The snow covered up the grass with her white cloak and frost covered the trees. This is a delightful spot, he said. We must ask Hail on a visit. So the Hail came. Every day for 3 hours he rattled on the roof of the castle till he broke most of the slates. And then he ran round and round the garden as fast as he could go. He was dressed in a grey, and his breath was like ice. Now, the north wind was invited to stay by them. Here, they brought chaos in the garden. Here you can see the chaos. Then they planned to invite Hail. He fell on the roof of the castle and broke most of its spades. He was dressed in grey. I cannot understand why the spring is so late in coming, said the selfish giant, as he sat at the window and looked out at his cold, white garden. I hope there will be a change in the weather. Now, in this paragraph, however, the giant was waiting eagerly and was very hopeful. He was hopeful that the weather will change. Now, here I end up with my video. We will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye.